Welcome. This is another episode of the Comic Cinema Crew on the BigMike and LittleAnt channel. I don't know if you guys, if you're on here now, you should have seen our new logo by now. And thank you guys for watching.
Oh, yeah.
We want to thank the person who created our logo. Go ahead, Chris.
Yo, Matt Masto, thank you so much for taking the time. And, you didn't like the original concept, but you worked with us and you got 5 likes from all of us. So I'd like to plug your channel at Mondo Creepy TV on Twitter and Facebook. And thanks a lot, man. We love it.
All right. Thanks, Matt Masto. Yeah, thumbs up from all of us. But we are here to talk about Hawkeye episode 3 on Disney Plus. And it's going to be a full spoiler review, as we always do. Spoiler discussion. I'm sorry, you got to correct me on that, bro.
Spoiler sorry about that.
We're gonna spoil this, of course, up, down, left, right, in and out, and give our thoughts
willy-nilly
on this episode of Hawkeye. So, guys, you guys seen it, obviously. What are your overview thoughts before we start spoiling of this episode?
Who goes first?
Chris.
Me?
Well, hold on. Let me do this. Let me do this for the people real quick.
All right.
Bam.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
Love it.
Yeah. Do that in real quick.
So cool.
And I'll make it our background. So if we get enough people on it.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, we can mess around with this
Well,
stuff.
I would like to pass it to Ant because I went first last time. So Ant, what was your overall thoughts of this show?
Okay, so my overall thought was I liked it a lot. I felt like they so I remember Dave was like he felt the last one didn't have as much action. So I'm curious to hear if he was like, okay, they gave him some action. So for me, I'm kind of into this, right? So I typically don't like that much comedy, but this is a good blend of comedy. This was a good episode. I love the tie-ins and stuff. So origin story. So I liked it. Liked it.
Okay. All right. How about Dave? Since Chris want to go last this time. Go ahead, Dave.
Yeah, man. So I mean, I'm a big proponent of how Marvel sets up stories. They start off slow. They got the big action filled middle piece, and then you got the end cap, right? So I was very, very excited coming into episode 3 because now things have got to start picking up in the show. So I knew there was going to be some action. I knew we were getting some clarification on Echo, at least some background, some backstory a little bit. I loved it. I was very excited for it before seeing it, man. Chris? I watched it right after we did that half court trap. Yeah.
Mike, I want to hear you first, Big Mike.
No, man, I go last, bro.
Oh, that's how we do it. All right,
that's how we do it. Yeah.
I really liked the show. It was action packed, like we wanted. We wanted to see what Hawkeye was made of. We got a little bit of Kate Bishop as well, but I love that backstory on Maya. I thought it was cute. Until her father got brutally murdered, but I didn't know she had a prosthetic. Did she have a prosthetic in the comics?
No.
Okay,
she's just definitely comics.
Yeah. So this was one of my favorites so far out of the 3. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean the prosthetic. I don't know if you know, but the real actress in real life is an amputee.
Yeah. I did find that out. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
And she's deaf.
Yeah. And she's deaf. Yeah, both.
Damn, she got a bad card.
Not really.
She's doing pretty good.
She's doing pretty good.
She's catching a Marvel check, bro. I don't know how bad that card is.
And she got the whole show on her own coming out, so her card ain't that bad.
Doing better than me.
And
right.
You all know, once you're in Marvel, you're stuck in Marvel now. You're going to be in stuff like forever, pretty much. At that point.
Unless you get kicked out.
But even then, you can't do anything else. Look at Robert Downey Jr.
But then again, Black Widow came back, so.
Yeah, they always bring you back.
Well, we don't know how she came back yet. We don't know in what capacity she's coming back. So.
Right. But
all right. So for me, I really liked this episode. I thought the action was good. It was fun, like Anthony said. I thought it was very choreographed very well. I still like the whole Christmas theme they got going on for me. I love that. My only gripe would be the time limit. I felt a little cut off on the show.
Right.
It was short and stuff like that. But
very short.
Yeah, I thought it was good. I honestly feel like, I always had a debate of what's better, a show I could binge or a show that's like weekly. And I think this one would have been better binging so far, even though I'm happy with it. But I feel like it would have been better binging. Where some, I feel like Loki would have been better weekly. So it depends on what the show is, I feel like. So,
well, my only issue with that is, man, I I like when I could binge, but I get upset. Like this is only 6 episodes, so I would have just done this in like the first day. And then I would have like forget it even happened. You know, that's what I did to Cobra Kai season 3, which I should have never did. So I watched everything in one day. So I kind of like the fact that they're trickling it out, man, because sometimes, and I felt this had a lot going on in one episode, which was cool. So it made it feel like it was a lot going on. But then when it ended, you was like, oh damn, I forgot these shows are short.
Right.
Yeah,
right. That's what gets you a little bit sometimes. I'm like, damn, I want to see more now.
There's so much going on that next thing you know, it was over. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah. Let's talk about what's going on. Let's go ahead and get into the spoilers now. So,
nice.
We do start with the them right from the end of episode 2, where they are captured by the tracksuit mafia, and they're kind of, I guess, quote unquote, torturing them. Let's say, I guess, on these little writing. I forget what they're called. The little writing things, recorders in and stuff like that. And they got a name though. I forget what they call it. But then, you know, they're not getting the information, I guess, at the time. But then, of course, they bring in finally. We won't start like that. We start with Echo's backstory, don't we, in the beginning?
Yeah.
I forgot about that. Yeah, we get to that though. So Echo's backstory, I can say that. What do y'all think about the whole backstory?
I'll go. Dude, it was cool. You know what's cool was you almost felt sad for her to a bit, but you know she's a villain, right? So that's a good play sometimes, right? And you kind of feel like, to be honest with you, she's just trying to redeem her dad, you know, at the end of the day. So I thought it was cool that they went far back to her being a kid. And they chose, I love when they do this. They got the kid look like her.
That
was good. That was really good casting. And they did a good job of her being younger, to where I said to my wife, I was like, when she was a young adult, I was like, oh, that's not the same person. She's like, no, that is the same actor. I was like, oh, wow, they did a good job trying to make her look a little younger. But it was good scenes, man, building her up, showing, I love when she saw the 2 kids wrestling or doing jujitsu, and she watched. And so he said, listen, you're going to be special. You just got to watch the world. You could be in both worlds, right? So she was paying attention, seeing him move his leg to go for the sweep. So it was just really cool, them focusing on her, because I guess that's how pretty much, not her powers, but just she focused so much on everything. It was good, man. I liked it a lot.
All right, Dave.
Yeah, man. And that, it kind of left some question marks. First off, like I love how they started off in the school, you know, showing how smart she was. Then when they moved to the fight scene, and then we had, now I know this is lost on Ant, because Ant don't watch any Marvel shows, but that was Vincent D'Onofrio's laugh, was it not? Does that sound like Vincent D'Onofrio to you? Did that sound like Kingpin to you?
That was definitely D'Onofrio's laugh.
That was definitely Kingpin.
What part
from the Daredevil show?
When he like grabbed her face, was that?
Yeah. That was Kingpin, bro. That was his laugh. Yeah.
I didn't hear a laugh. I didn't hear one.
He laughed. He laughed. He's like, but you can tell that's his voice. He's got such a distinctive voice. Yo, hair stood up
again, dude.
Hair stood up on my arm.
But not only that, Dave. But not only that. If you remember the Daredevil shows, he was obsessed with cufflinks, and they showed his cufflinks.
Yeah, the cufflinks. Yeah.
As well.
Yeah.
How did I miss that?
I don't know, bro.
So they went out of their way to show that. You're right, Mike. They went out of their way to make sure that they showed the cufflink and the laugh. And it's like, so seeing that, I was like, yes, we're gonna get the Kingpin payoff. I'm like, we're gonna get that Kingpin payoff, right? But then they
let me ask you something real quick. Can I ask you something real quick? Yeah. So the Netflix shows, they're produced by Netflix?
What do you mean?
They were Marvel, right?
Well, no, they're licensed. They're licensed by Netflix. They're not produced. Right. They're produced by Marvel Studios. It's licensed by Netflix. It means Netflix owns the name, gets all the merchandising, everything.
Well, but Marvel not anymore.
Not anymore though. They stopped the deal. The Disney took it all back, but.
So, I think they were just so popular that they want to bring those.
It's not like what?
It's not like Kevin Feige or people who directed the Avengers. Those movies directed them.
Yeah.
Well, no, hold on. Let me back up. So
it's the same production value, same production studios. Everything's done for Marvel Studios here.
Let me back up. So Feige was not
directly
part
involved
that.
in these.
Right.
It was
but,
Jeff Loeb. It was Jeff Loeb, right?
Yeah, Jeff Loeb. Yeah,
But he's under Marvel Studios. They're under the same umbrella.
Yeah, but what's your hold on? But why are you asking this question? And I'll answer your question for you. Why are you asking this
Because
question?
you guys are focusing on it was the laugh from the actual guy from the Netflix thing, right? So what I'm trying to see is what's the correlation. Like I'm really like I hear you guys rumor and maybe, but I'm trying to see like are they really gonna make it canon that what you've seen on Netflix
that's what we're
connects to
thinking.
what you see on Disney Plus?
Yes,
That's what everyone's talking
I
about.
don't
yes, they
see.
are.
I'm not going. I'm gonna say I don't know, right? But here's what I think.
Right. We don't know.
But listen, hold on, Dave. Hold on. I think they're bringing the same guy who played Kingpin back as Kingpin, Vincent D'Onofrio. But I don't know if it's going to be like a continuation or is it going to be like a new story with him.
Right. They're just using the actor.
You can't have him playing the same character as a new story.
Why can't you?
Why can't you?
It would be so weird and so off-putting. It's like
why people like Ed didn't even see the Netflix shows, so and they know that.
But yeah, but isn't this Marvel's attempt to get people to see the Netflix shows?
No.
Why would they, no. I think personally.
Why would they want people watching their stuff? Let me see.
It's probably fan service.
We're so popular and fans loved it is why they're bringing them over to continue their roles on Marvel.
Yes, it's probably fan service. It's probably like who should we get to play them? And somebody's probably
like, ultimate fan service would be that one was
somebody's probably like, what if you got the guy who played him before? And it was like, I mean,
they're doing
it. So now we're dealing with multiverse aspects.
No, it's just that it's not the same.
Hawkeye?
They just choose
it's not multiverse. It's just saying it's not continuation. They're not a part of the same. It's just a whole different. Like Netflix on its own world.
Mike, as a comic book fan, Mike, would you feel cheated if they do this?
For me personally, yes. I'd rather be a continuation. Correct. I do agree.
I would rather be the continuation because,
but it's
so what you're saying is that everything that happened in Netflix
doesn't matter if it's
canon as well,
bro. They're pulling from Sony, so obviously they're willing to cross boundaries.
I'm just saying that those stories they told, you want them to be Marvel canon.
I would rather be Marvel canon. I think
it's going to be like that.
Right.
I think it's going to be like that because eventually we're going to see Daredevil in the MCU.
Yeah, we're going to see Matt
Murdock. We're already confirmed.
But if we don't see, Dave, hold on, we're going to move on from this. If we don't see, what's his name? Froggy. What's Matt Murdock's boy's
Foggy
name?
Nelson.
If we don't see the same Foggy and the same girl, that means it's different. I mean,
like I said, I saw the interview with Charlie Cox and Deborah Woll, where they both said they're coming back.
Yeah, now if they come back, it's all canon. But anyway, Anthony, I would say not yet because we don't know yet. But at some point, if it is the same Kingpin continuation, you definitely got to watch Daredevil season 1, 2.
Yeah, and I would highly recommend.
Then you got to watch
Punisher. But Punisher's a close second.
Watch them all
for me. It's not Daredevil for me. I mean, Punisher's great. Don't get me wrong. Anyway, moving forward though, that was on you. Anything else besides Kingpin?
So then, so you got to see her fight. You got to see her growing up. But then it threw me for a loop because, she's getting her own show. So she obviously can't be going after Kingpin if Kingpin ain't kill her father. That was the only motivation for ever going after Kingpin in the first place. Was because he killed her father. Now we see clearly it wasn't Kingpin, it was Jeremy Renner who killed her father. Oh, sorry, Hawkeye who killed her father. Right?
You know what I believe, Dave? I think it was Kazi hired by Kingpin and the suit that killed her father. I don't think it was. All
right, so you think he'll get his ass beat the way he did? We'll get to that point in a minute.
You don't think that was Hawkeye that killed Maya's father?
That was Hawkeye, 100%, because Hawkeye knows what he did. Hawkeye's walking around with
obvious. That's my own theory, personally. I think it was Kazi, though.
I mean, he lied to the clown guy. He lied to him about him seeing Ronin die and Black Widow die.
No, he didn't.
There, he said.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did.
Who? Wait, who?
When Maya was when Echo was interrogating.
Well, we didn't get to that part. Right now, we're just dealing with a
we didn't get to that part. We'll get to that.
Yeah, we're gonna skip. We'll get to that part next. So,
man, I'm always going ahead.
Yeah. So, but anyway, watching up to that point where up to, and besides, I don't know when Ronin killed her. How did they say? I didn't get a timestamp on that. Did they say what year that was?
When Ronin killed the dad?
When Ronin killed her father, was that during the blip? Also another nod to Kingpin.
Yeah, I think it had to
be. The name of his garage was Fat Man Auto Repair.
I saw that.
Another nod to Kingpin. But
oh really?
Yeah. They didn't say a year when she rode up on her bike and her.
I think it was during the blip though. I'm pretty sure it was during the blip.
Had to be during the blip if it was.
They need to do that though more often. I think they need to when they flash back, they should put the year down on the bottom of the screen. It just helps with chronological orders.
I wonder what he got to say about this.
Hey!
You.
Bro, man, tell TJ you busy on Sundays, man.
Right. Childhood hostage.
Tell her I said it.
Yeah, and my boy said it. Yeah.
But anyway, bro, listen, we're talking about Hawkeye episode 3. We're just getting into it. So right on time. I'm gonna let you jump in though. I'll let Chris go in that same part. Echo's backstory. What do you think about that?
I can't say anything more than what Dave and Ant already said about this. Let's let his input, because I really can't say anything more about Maya's background story. It was fantastic. It was great. I adored that little girl. Great actress, bro. And let's hear what E's got to say. Because there's really nothing that hasn't been said that I'm going to say anyway. So
nice.
Great.
All right. Well, I love you talking about Echo, right?
Yeah, we're talking about her backstory in the beginning.
Yeah, I love when they have kids and they can act with their face without having to talk. Just like that movie with Halle Berry on Netflix, where her trying to help her son. You see how he talked with his eyes. Mm-hmm. Same thing. I love it. Yeah. I did not know she had a prosthetic leg either.
You really?
That makes her a beast. Yeah. I didn't know that. She's top tier. That's top tier stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, she was impressive for sure.
Not in the comics. I don't know if you know that, E. Not in the comics. In the comics, her legs is fine. And just for the show.
Okay.
The
They
actress
just did
has
that.
a prosthetic leg.
The actress has a prosthetic.
Interesting that Marvel added that too.
Yeah, that is.
Well, I'll say, I love the backstories. All of us did too. You already brought up a lot of points about it, so nothing to talk about it. I liked her, in the school. I liked her in the class, stuff like that. It's to me like her dad don't fit in the tracksuit mafia. So I wonder why he was even in the first place.
That didn't make sense to me either.
But he was wearing a tracksuit too. I'm like, yo,
and looked like he was a leader because he over here giving order to Kingpin at the point.
Yeah. So I was like, that don't fit. He seemed like a different type of guy. Isn't he in The Walking Dead or something like that? I don't know who he is, but the actor.
No, I haven't watched it.
Oh, okay. He's in something. But anyway, but I thought it was cool. Like I said, the Kingpin reveal was everything to me because I know that laugh, Mr. D'Onofrio, so well. Yeah. So to me, it was everything.
Yo, Mike, did you rewind it when you heard it? Did you rewind it real quick to listen?
I did. Me too. Yeah. I was like, that's Mr. D'Onofrio.
I watched it twice and that blew right over my head, man.
Yeah. But anyway. But yeah, so we already talked about that. Let's move forward to what
they got sent home, by the way.
You want to
kill Matt? Climax, they got sent home.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got sent home. Yeah, they went back to the farm.
Help me out and tell me what happened to Hawkeye's family in the TV series.
Yeah, the kids was with him in New York. The mom was home. The kids ended up going home. That's it.
Yeah.
He's waiting for them
for him to come home for Christmas.
Exactly. That's what it is.
It doesn't look like it's going to happen.
Right. So anyway, he is tied up, like I said earlier, on these little bouncy things, talking to the tracksuit mafia. They're getting nowhere. That's where Chris talks about where they finally bring Maya in. She notices that he's got a hearing aid, so she's trying to talk to him with sign language through Kazi at the time. And then Chris, as he said, he tells them that Black Widow killed Ronin. So Chris, pick up on it since you talked about that earlier. Like, what you talking about that?
No, I completely forgot what we were saying about.
No, the thing you said, the lie, like he lied to her.
Yeah, you said it was a lie.
He lied to her, saying that he wasn't Ronin basically, but he saw Black Widow kill Ronin, and he witnessed it. So, but I don't.
It wasn't really a lie. He's talking metaphorically.
Does Maya think it was Kate Bishop that was in the Ronin suit that killed her father?
No, she just saw a Ronin suit. It was
like because he was like, no, she's 9. You know what I mean? Like,
no. That's the thing. They think she is. They know she was wearing the suit, so they
know she was wearing the suit. But they think this, and I don't think Maya believes it's her. But she knows that if you're wearing the suit, you got something to do with the guy.
But why did she have a flashback of that in her head and then go up and choke Kate real quick?
Because that's what she's fueled by.
You're hiding the person. She still thinks Kate's hiding the person that really is.
Because she had the suit.
Okay, I got you. All right. Yeah.
All right. And Hawkeye didn't lie because technically it was Black Widow who killed him because she's the one who told him to stop being Ronin, which came down in Japan.
But
Yeah.
still,
Hey, let me
No.
say something.
Okay.
Hey guys, real quick, yo, how cool does the logo look with the 2 stars at the side when we're all
It
together?
does. It
it's
does.
dope. It's dope. I can't
That's
even
official.
front.
Now we just need intro music, boys.
Yeah, Mike told me to dust the mic off.
I told you, bro. That's the mic on.
Dust the mic off.
I'd love to see it.
Yeah, yo, listen, man, real quick, man. He was phenomenal as a rapper, bro. Like everywhere we went, bro, he was a beast. Yo,
That
so,
was, you're right.
yeah. But anyway, Dave, we think about that whole part with the when they first met Echo and her interaction with Hawkeye and Kate at the time.
Oh, that was dope. That was definitely that set everything in motion right away. Because I like when my action picks up quick. So they got her backstory out the way within like a 5-minute span. Then moved on to immediate, we're about to get down to business. It was funny as hell. Them clowning dude on Hawk, I'm clowning them like, oh, look at Hawkeye, smile, it's fun for us too. Like, yo, they was clowning the hell out of him on that damn.
I love those guys, by the way. Like I love them in everything.
They're funny little villains. We're not talking about when everything set off when he escaped.
Right.
Okay. So that scene was pretty good. I don't know what it is, man. I don't know. I love the use of sign language. I had a deaf friend a long time ago who used to sign with his mom all the time. So I always loved the use of like the sign language and stuff, yo. So seeing her communicate and him have to translate, and I don't know, Hawkeye's son is deaf, right?
No, I think he's teaching his son sign language.
Yeah, he's
teaching his son sign language. I thought the son was deaf.
No, for him.
No, they're just
remember the mom
called him. So Hawkeye's not that well versed in sign language.
Not yet.
Because he's like more. He says more cookie, please.
I want more cookies, please.
Right? He's saying that like he's being stupid, like he doesn't know much sign language at all.
Right. That's exactly why he did that.
Yeah.
But the first time he signed, he nailed it.
They were practicing. He only knows basic commands.
The first time he signed, he did it like an expert. Then he goes into dumb mode. Wow. Like, more cookie, please.
It could have been playing dumb. You're right.
He could have been
playing
dumb, right?
Yeah. So anyway, I like that whole scene going up to that point.
What are you trying to say there, bro?
I'm still trying to figure out Kazi and Echo's relationship. I don't know. I don't know if they're just friends, if he's related to her in some way, shape,
he looks
form,
like the brother,
or if he's smashing.
He looks like Jon Snow a little bit to me, actually.
Right?
Right?
But he also looks like the brother
like
that can't do what she can do, so he falls back.
What happened?
Like he knows he can't beat her, so he falls back.
Secret,
you see some of his
Black
facial
Knight undercover
expressions?
plot twist. That's good.
Hey, Ant, man, you jump in there. What do you think about this scene up until that point?
I think what was cool was this scene just followed after you get your origin story. So now you're waiting to see the introduction of her, and so she comes out. So I told my wife, I said she's supposed to be a big deal. Her name's supposed to be Echo or whatever, because I don't know anything about her. My wife was like, okay, cool. So I'm waiting for her introduction. So I love her coming out, all quiet, looking all menacing, and but I felt I didn't know what reaction. I didn't know if she was gonna be like the villain, like she was gonna come out, pull a gun out right away. But she came out sympathetic, like I just want answers.
Right.
And I was like, oh, okay, I didn't picture that. I thought she was gonna be more the villain. But then it was taking me for a turn because the Kazi dude was like, what are you doing? Stop! When he was choking her, when she was choking, what's her name? So I was like, wait, are they bad? Are they not bad? Like, so I was a little confused on then I couldn't figure out well, who's the boss? Is he the boss? Or is she the boss? So that part I was trying to figure out. So it threw me for a little loop. But I thought it was cool. You get to see her first come out, and I love that she choked up Kate Bishop just to be like, she was stern or whatever. But I was shocked that she didn't come out and try to I don't know, put a gun to Hawkeye's face or something. I was like, I can't figure it. She don't
really use guns.
Well, she looked menacing, but at the same time, she was like I said, sympathetic. She just wanted to answer.
Right.
Hey, So that was interesting. And then there was cool dynamics that when she did the sign language, the dude talked for her. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh, that's cool. He stood right next to Hawkeye and was explaining. And I also think
there's something between them two, like a love relationship or something.
That's what I was saying.
Like
I just think they probably are. I just think they're probably not a love relationship, but they probably been friends for a very long time.
Okay, yeah, that's what you're getting.
That's what I think. Yeah.
See, I was thinking they were related.
That's what I'm thinking too. I'm still trying to figure it out. I don't know.
Yeah.
Go ahead, jump in there since you thought that about that.
Yeah, I
scene.
just thought he was related. He just looked like he gave her a little resentment when she was like, "I'm the boss." Like,
Yeah.
she let him know, "I'm the boss. I run this." And the face he gave was like, "You do. So I feel like he was one of them family members that's like, I gotta respect her. I got to.
Okay.
But
All right.
as far as them sitting on the thing doing that,
Yeah.
oh man, that took me out.
And when the old boy was explaining his girl problems to her,
Yeah,
and she's
man,
like,
she
on the
over
bright
there
side, you don't have to
giving
go
him
see a
advice.
Magic Dragon.
You know what was really funny about that is how you know that Hawkeye was serious and like trying to figure out the situation, but Kate Bishop was being compassionate with the guard or the tracksuit mafia. Like you could tell her inexperience throughout the Hawkeye. I love how well balanced that is. You know what I mean? Where he's the master and she's the apprentice, and but she still has
they're
her
playing it to a T.
later, but
Right.
Yeah, true.
I love the growth there. It's great. It's great.
Yeah. They definitely work well off each other. I do like that.
Especially when he. Oh wait, I don't know if we got to the part where he blocked it.
No. We're at the point though where the fight happens. Hawkeye breaks out of the cuffs, and
That boy
funny.
nasty.
And I like Kate's initial reaction. How'd you do that? That tell him again she's the apprentice and stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah.
But the fight happens. They're chasing after him. The mafia. She's coming after him. We see the fight between him and her. Let's talk about that whole action set piece all the way up to the end. Go ahead, Ace, since you got excited.
Man, that joint was fire. Yo, listen.
Yeah.
You don't realize how good he is with them arrows and how much of a you don't need no powers when you got skills like that. Like for real, man. I'm talking about arrows.
That is a power. I'm sorry, that is a power.
That is a power, right? That is
a power.
There's no defeating that, man. I'm telling you, that was top-notch Marvel action, straight up, like movies.
I loved it. Love that. We're in the warehouse scene anyway. It gets
warehouse scene. Oh, we gonna get more. I know. I like.
Yeah, we're gonna get there.
Well, go ahead, Chris. Talk about the action set piece.
Man, it was amazing seeing how dangerous Hawkeye is with a bow, right? And that one shot where he turned sideways, grazed the clown dude, and then freed Kate Bishop with one arrow.
Lock Echo up on the wall.
She was housing him for a little bit. Don't get me wrong. Maya can throw hands, right? But but I love when Hawkeye grabs that bow and he clicks it like that, and he just looks so badass, man. Like it's on now.
And I know you love your action, bro. So
man. Can we talk about, is this supposed to be Disney? Because he's shooting mad people with arrows. I was like, I know you don't see blood, but I mean, people running.
Bodies is dropping. Yeah,
apparently, I watched the frame by frame. One's in the shoulder. None of them are kill shots, actually.
I don't care. Shot my man hand. Like, yeah. I mean, honestly, So action is my thing. Honestly, I think it was getting a little silly. I know you guys was loving the whole rocking and thing. I was like, all right, but he was playing it up. I'm backing up a little bit. He was playing it up with the look on his face, like whatever. He's just laughing and smiling. I'm like, all right. I'm trying to not get too like, okay, this is getting too silly. And then the whole phone call thing, I was like, all right, that was kind of cool, silly. But then the action jumps in. You get your fight scene, them fighting, and like Chris said, man, she was showing like, hold up, listen, because he kind of was running away from her a little bit. Like he didn't just stand there and go toe to toe. He was fighting but running, And so he, like you guys said, he grabbed his bow, and then it is on. And I will say, man, Chris, you and I got to jump on this Avengers game, and one of us be Kate Bishop, and one of us be Hawkeye.
Already,
because it was just
cool,
man.
I would like to see that actually. We should do that.
Her teleportation is nice.
Yeah, but yeah, man, the action scene was good. I did like that they had people getting shot by arrows, and you could tell they was actually getting stabbed. I mean, some people, I don't know, Mike. Some people got shot and just dropped to the ground and didn't move again. I was like,
I'm telling you, I watched frame by frame. There's no kill shots actually.
Man,
I think because he's trying to
points, bro. That will kill you.
He's really trying to redeem himself from the whole Ronin thing. Honestly, he can kill.
I don't know,
listen,
bro.
He knows where to
Spider-Man
kill
slack.
you.
I'm just saying, a couple people look like they got. I'm just saying, but it was a good scene.
You know how you're saying this is a Disney film? Did you also notice that one of the Russian guys said "suka," which means bitch in Russian? Like they just let that through.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Well, only you knew
bitch
that.
isn't really a curse anymore nowadays, though.
Yeah, neither is shit, because I think they said that too.
Yeah, they say shit on TV a lot too now.
Yeah, it's just like wrestling. So I look at that like wrestling. Wrestling, they got a certain amount of curse words they can say. The F words is always not allowed, and they'll say to B, a B or S a couple times. So yeah.
Yo, you know what? You know when I stopped wrestling? I know it's off topic. You know when I stopped watching wrestling, yo? When Mae Young gave birth to Mark Henry's baby.
Oh man, that was awesome.
That was the last time I ever turned on wrestling. I was like, okay, I believe I've done here.
Seen in wrestling, the
That
dumbest,
was over the
craziest.
top, craziest.
Yeah.
And Mark Henry. And
I literally since that day I have not watched another wrestling program. I was like,
my last
no, the writers were high as shit that day, bro.
Yeah.
They had to be.
All right.
I can't believe you brought that
Anyway,
up.
bring it back, Mike. Bring it back, Mike.
Yeah. Because you listen. If we start wrestling, you'll get Anthony on the whole tangent. Like that's
Bro.
You need a wrestling show.
So,
I got
Dave,
one.
Dave, you haven't talked about that yet. You do? I'm coming back.
Yeah. Well, the cool thing is, we called it promos and pyros, and
I remember,
it was me and this guy, and I asked him. I said, "Bro, you're not doing it anymore. Do you mind if I just take over the whole thing?" He said, "Sure." So it's all mine now.
Well, let me know. I'm on.
Let's do this after. Let's do episode before the next pay-per-view, so we give predictions, and then like after, so it won't be super long. Maybe you can do like a half an hour before, and then a half an hour the day after, and see if we was right.
Bet. Let's
I've been out of wrestling since the 90s, so I can't be any.
All right, Dave, you haven't talked about it yet. What do you think about the whole action set piece, bro?
That was fire. And if you still think Hawkeye ain't got no powers, you bugging.
You don't.
Okay, so I'm wondering why nobody can do the shit with an arrow that he can do. I'm wondering why.
Kate Bishop can.
Kate Bishop ain't touching him as an archer. Everybody here will tell you that.
She will.
Right? She's next up, but she's not him. All right. There's a lot of rappers out there, but they ain't all Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? So he's the Jay-Z of Hawkeye.
Yeah, he's watered down now anyway. So.
Well, I'm talking, okay, he ain't vintage Jay-Z. All right. So yeah, but yo, bro, he's shooting people without even looking at them. All right, literally, he's not even have to look the direction. He's dead.
Like when he hit the dude from behind.
When he hit the dude from behind, and mind you, at this point, his hearing aid was trash. So all he's hearing is. But yo, he sensed the footsteps behind him. I'm sorry to miss power. That's it. Anyway, talk
about Maya.
The scene was top to bottom, perfectly shot, high Marvel quality, as you would see in the movie. Maya holds her own as a fighter against him, obviously, and we all know Hawkeye is one of the best fighters because he spent 5 years as Ronin and somehow didn't die. Taking on criminal organizations, Mexican cartels, Japanese Yakuza. All right. So all that time he's whipping ass and he ain't died. Yet Maya gives him blow for blow. He ain't even, I don't even want to say he beat Maya. When he shot her with the 2 arrows up here, he just basically restrained her. He ain't in that fight. He was about to get fucked up. But be that as it may, he still makes the shot on Kazi. This is why I say Kazi is not Ronin. Because once he frees Kate Bishop whips his ass.
Right.
So I mean, you're gonna tell me a guy who could go in and move the way that guy was moving is gonna get his ass beat by a 22-year-old girl? Come on, bro. So no, that was Hawkeye, and that's also the reason why I think Hawkeye's gonna die at the end of this series because he's done some crazy shit like that, and he has to pay for it.
I got a theory about that too, but okay.
Yeah, he's gonna have to pay for it, and
I
have theory about that as well.
I agree with you on that though.
Yeah.
No, I think it's gonna be Yelena gonna do it out of nowhere, but that's
it's gonna be Yelena. It has to be, because she needs her mark so she can enter the Thunderbolts. Anyway,
is she gonna be in this show?
Yeah, she is.
That's
for real.
She'll be the one killing Hawkeye. Trust me.
Yeah,
that's my theory. That's my strong theory. She'll be the one killing.
I don't think she's good enough to kill him for real.
She's good enough to kill Hawkeye.
No,
she's a Black Widow. Only Tasha was able to beat Hawkeye.
You gotta think he's older, bro. Like he's still official, but he's a little older. I don't think he's like he's not the iconic Jay-Z.
Right, he lost a step.
Yeah, now he's the washed up Jay-Z. Now he's like the washed up Jay-Z now.
Doesn't he lost the step?
Yeah,
yes.
See, I think seems like he improved more compared to the other Avengers.
I mean, not sorry. That shit was fire, but
so listen, I even think that's why they don't make him. They didn't tell him to even have to work out. Like I pay attention to like his shirts are kind of loose or whatever. Like he don't even look like they listen. They could tell you to put a tight shirt on to make you look like you still in shape. They made sure he just looked like he's a dad now. I don't. Yeah.
Yeah, he's retired, bro. He had to have the retired look.
Yeah. And remember, he wanted to stop and just be with his family. That was his thing. So,
Right. They had the chance to kill him and they didn't. So I just don't feel they're gonna do that.
Yeah.
Because they don't want it done by her. She's getting her own show. So you don't want her to be the murderer of an Avenger getting her own show. It's gonna be Yelena Belova. Yelena Belova, because she is the next Black Widow. She was trained by the Black Widow, and only Black Widows can beat Hawkeye.
And that would be a perfect cycle, right? Like him and like Black Widow and Hawkeye was best friends. He was there when she died, and then to complete the circle, her sister killed him.
Yeah,
her eventual replacement, her successor. But yeah. So, and then we got to see a little bit of Kate Bishop and Hawkeye working together in the fight. You know how they handle these stupid ass bro motherfuckers beating the shit out of these guys, these schmoes. Then they get outside. Oh, well, we'll start there. Well, I guess we'll end there.
Yeah, we'll start there. But you know what? I will say, right now I'm okay, but it would get to be a little too much seeing them get beat up all the time and keep coming back. The Tracksuit Mafia.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I'm okay now, but if it happens for 3, 4, or 5, I'm like, yo, y'all just really just, you know,
to give up chasing that man.
Exactly.
I thought they laid him to waste by the end of this episode.
No, they didn't. No, they're going to be back. They'll be the whole season, actually.
Well, they went back limping, though.
Yeah, Mike tweeted each one of these guys. That's how you knew it wasn't kill shots.
I did. I treated
they woos. You'd be all right.
I treated them, especially the main one. But anyway, yeah, I thought it was a great fight scene too. I liked, you know, I thought the running on top of the and first of all, let's talk about that was KB Toy Store. And if you're a certain age, you know KB Toy Store was
KB Toy Store was that joint.
Yeah, so I like the fact that they used that store because
I used to buy my early video.
I forgot how long ago it was 2009 it went out of business. I forgot how long ago.
One second, somebody at my door, y'all. One second.
Go ahead. So that was like a throwback for us, or me, and it was KB Toy Store. Secondly, I liked that the fight was in there, so it's him jumping in the ball pit and all that stuff. I thought was pretty dope.
Yo, that was dope too. Yeah.
And like y'all say, once he got that damn arrow, it is like he got some power. Like it's like, you know, dude is crazy with them arrows, man. And Kate, you know, she kind of held her own. To see Echo, the way she fights is more mean than skillful.
It's aggressive,
right? Like she's mad as hell,
brutal, bro.
Yeah.
Kick you with that prosthetic, that's gonna hurt, man.
Yeah. So I like that, but I like that they show her that way because she is kind of the villain, like Anthony said right now, at least. So kind of we got to show her fight style a little different. So they did a good job of that. And I thought that that's about it. It was a great fight scene. So let's move forward to going outside, like Dave was alluding to, and we get the they don't pick the Charger, the 72 Charger, or they pick the other car.
Apparently, he had the car like that in the comics, though, which is funny.
Yeah,
72,
everything.
Yeah. Well, the whole scene is from the comics, actually. So, and then
the bridge.
No, we can get to that yet. But we do see the chase scene, and we start to see the trick arrows, and the trick arrows that Kate's got to use because he's driving because he can't hear. Blah blah blah. And then we get to the bridge where we see Chris Pym Arrow over there with the Pym Arrow. So, what do you think about that whole chase scene up until that point, Chris?
Yeah, that was pretty neat. Getting to see all the trick arrows and stuff like that. Yeah, man. And that Pym Arrow was that made me smile so big when I saw that, because I didn't know. At first, I was like, okay, what you gonna do with a Pym Arrow? And then she shot the other one. I didn't put it all together until they hit.
I didn't either. Yeah.
And I was like, oh wow, that was
crazy. Yo, that arrow was so big.
Man, I loved all of them, man. And the USB arrow when she was threatening them with it. You don't know what this one will do, and it just boom right off his chest. And his buddy, the tracksuit guy, was like, "Oh shit!" Yeah, man, that was a great scene.
What about you, E? The chase scene?
I love the whole scene. The driving, of course. Hawkeye's nice at it, especially driving backwards like that.
Yeah.
What was that stuff? That pink bubbly stuff that looked a little cheap.
That was the putty arrow he asked for the
putty arrow.
Yeah.
He wanted her to hit him with the tires with it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, I didn't understand that one. All right.
Yeah, he was like, he said something like, "You shoot the tires with it." But she didn't.
She had already used it, so she was like, "I will."
Yeah, she had already used it.
Damn things.
Yeah, he should have labeled them. Well, he probably knows though. He don't have to label.
Yeah, he knows.
He knows. Yeah, so I loved every arrow except that one. That one looked a little cheap to me, but that gas arrow, like I felt like the budget was it supposed to look like that? You know what I mean? It looked mad cartoony to me. The bubbly
What?
stuff.
The bubble stuff? Well,
Maybe.
yeah, of
Yeah.
course it's CGI. They ain't gonna find a real substance in the world that does that. But yeah, it's always gonna look a little cartoony, but
What
it
did they
serves
have?
its purpose.
Nah,
We
because
knew
none of
what
the
it
other
was.
stuff did.
Oh, I
Huh?
think that's why they used the purple color. You know, because they could get
Yeah, the
that off.
purple
being
gas. I
purple.
noticed that too.
I
Purple
mean,
was
what
this
did they
thing.
show off? We had a acid arrow, right, that took out the lights.
Yep.
And there was the putty arrow.
Yep.
And there was
A
the
gas.
The
arrow,
string arrow.
pin
The string
arrow.
arrow to grab all the trees.
Right, and
Yeah.
the USB shot, right? The one that was like, oh, it's a plunger arrow when it got stuck to the window, but
Plunger arrow.
that's a grappling arrow, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, I'll jump in there. My favorite. So this is cool. This is cool. Let's see. That Brock asked us what's our favorite arrow. So my favorite arrow was actually the tree one, the one that wrapped up everything and yanked it. It reminded me of my favorite game, which is Prototype. And you know, when Alex Mercer or would do the tentacle things where it grab everything and just yank it and bring it. And so that was just cool. And it was cool that it was Christmas trees. So around all the Christmas trees. At that point, I was like, yo, what could you do? It's just sucking everything, all the trees to you. You know, you're done. But I thought it was cool because you never even seen Hawkeye in the Marvel movies use that many arrows. So how cool was it that he's using all these different arrows in the show? And it was just versatile. The one thing I didn't get what was the point of taking out the lights.
Yeah, nothing happened with that. Yeah, it was weird.
Yeah. And he literally said, shoot the lights. And I'm thinking, for what?
I thought it was going to cause
I thought it was to bring it down to make the cars come to a screech a halt in the intersection.
That's what I thought,
Yeah.
but that didn't happen. I was just like, did they miss the scene or something?
He told you that he got to the intersection. A-okay?
Yeah, he got to the intersection.
No, but I thought like, okay, so if you're driving and it's a red light, you stop. So I thought maybe he shot both lights that had dropped so that
I think he shot the lights so that people wouldn't have greens. If they see the whole light fall, they're just going to stop automatically. That's what I would do. If I'm driving and I see the entire stoplight fall, I'm not going to just keep on driving.
Yeah, you're going to hit your brakes.
See, I thought he was doing that to make the traffic keep going to crashing it.
Right. I think that was the point, but it just,
I think he did it just so he could get through safely. You know, he's a normal guy. I usually drive the way he drove to work. I usually drive backwards like that at like 60 miles an hour because, you know, I ain't got no powers either. So I'm just a regular human. So that's how I drive. You know what I mean? So.
I mean, I can drive backwards like that, so I don't know.
All
right. and so could Vin Diesel in the Fast and Furious, but he don't have powers either. Just saying.
Shoot, Fast and Furious, he got powers.
Fast and Furious, they all got. I was to say, what? Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
That's the most expensive shit I've ever seen in my life.
The Japan one, I didn't watch any more of them.
I didn't watch that one. When I went to Japan, it's a whole new cast. I'm like, I'm not
watching
this. Sorry.
Dave.
Chase scene. So yeah, awesome chase scene. I liked how they used the camera on the little camera in the back seat that just spins around the car like this. Keeps everything in one continuous 360 shot. There was a fuck up though that they had. So the green truck passed him. He does a 180.
Right.
You look behind him and the green truck's gone. Oh, that was, I guess, call it editing error on their part. I caught that shit. I'm like, where's the green truck?
No. Wasn't it in front of them then? Because the door.
No, because it passed them. It went ahead of them. So when it got ahead of them and they were going to stop, he busted 180. So you should still see the green truck ahead of them, behind them now. But they're showing behind them and it wasn't there. It's whatever. It's forgivable, you know. In a high action scene like that, that's not what I'm looking for. Is where the truck's at. Even
maybe there were two of them.
Oh. Right. I like the fact. I liked how he was like, definitely not this one. She's like, you don't have to say definitely like. You don't gotta say definitely like that. Like he was playing her the fuck out. Their dynamic is just so good.
Yeah.
All right. I like the fact that she went through the whole litany of arrows, the putty arrow, this arrow, that arrow. I know they're gonna be making more arrows because I saw during the trailer of them actually making arrows. But yeah, man, it was an awesome scene. We're talking all the way up to the point of the bridge, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So the bridge scene. The bridge scene, that arrow was dope. I was kind of questioning when he whipped out the pin arrow. I'm like, wait a minute, where did he get pin particles from?
Well, I think after Endgame, he probably got something from Hank. 'Cause Hank
Dealing
was
with
alive by
Ant-Man,
then.
yeah.
Oh, hey Hank, you know your life's work. Hey, you mind coming off some of those pin particles to even
I
protect your own
mean,
life?
Hank. Listen, he was in
Hank,
Avengers way
sure. Here you
before
go.
Hank. Hank probably felt like, bro, I'll help you out. You know, he's
Here
a
you
new
go,
Avenger.
retired Hawkeye. Here you go.
I
You
mean,
can
why
use these in your
not? What you
retirement.
mean? Can
Well,
you make
who's,
me an arrow? I don't think it's that bad to say, can you make me an arrow?
Well,
And
who's running Iron Man tech now? That
probably Pepper is, and probably Scott was vouched for
And
him.
War
Like, you know what?
Machine.
Give him some particles or whatever. I can
Oh
see that.
yeah, forgot.
Get a motherfucker some particles. Give him some goddamn particles. But anyway, it was a dope scene. To have the big arrow come crashing down,
Right.
amazing set piece, and then they used the old tried and true grappling hook arrow.
It works every time.
It works every time. It works every time. And then they get on the train, and then they're a little back and forth. That shit had me dying.
Oh, stop! We didn't get there.
Oh, we didn't get there. Okay, I thought we got there. I thought we got to the point where
you just act, then we get to the bridge, bro.
All right, my bad. Okay, so then I'll stop there.
All right, cool.
Load up the next one. Let's go.
Hold on, bro. Can I get my thoughts on the chase? I thought the chase was dope. I mean, typical movie chase, but like Dave said, the shot, like the continuous shot, I thought was great. I thought, of course, they're back and forth with that whole time was good. Haley Steinfeld, like her facial expressions are perfect. You know when she's doing this, especially dealing with somebody who's deaf at the time. So I thought she was really good. Like, I'm liking her more and more lately.
Yeah.
I thought that to answer who was it about the arrow question? Brock's question. Man, there was a lot of good arrows, but I'll probably go with the I like the one the simple one that blows up the whole thing or whatever. Like, honestly, I like that. You need more of those. And he should have more. I would have more than ones that blow shit up right away. Like, honestly.
Right.
Oh, mine was the Pim arrow. Sorry, I didn't.
I gotta go with the Pim.
Pim arrow was
gotta
good
go
too.
with the Pim arrow, bro.
Yeah, and if y'all don't, you know what's funny about the Pim tech, Dave, and maybe you might know this. When it's blue, it's big.
It grows, and when it's red, it's
small.
Yep.
Right. So that's why it grew right away. The USB arrow.
Hold on, didn't they do like a little trick shot though? He said aim up, and then he shot another arrow, right? So then
he shot the arrow that's gonna make her arrow grow. So what she had was a regular arrow.
She had a regular arrow.
Yeah.
Right, exactly. No, yeah, exactly. And the Pim, when it hits her arrow, it makes her arrow grow. Right. But when, like I said, when it's blue, it grows.
It was
when
blue,
it's red,
right?
Yeah. So, the USB was a good throwback to Avengers 1 when he used the USB arrow in the Quentin. Was it the
helicarrier.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty dope.
Was that also the same arrow they used in
What If,
where he took out
same USB arrow. Yeah. I thought that was pretty
Captain
cool
Carter
too.
just became an archer overnight.
Anyway, and then we're gonna go with no, that was my favorite arrow, and I just thought the whole scene was done well all together. Let's move on, Dave. Like you said, so you can start since you're already there. The train scene. They're back and forth. Go ahead.
The train. So how far are we going in? The train scene to the apartment scene?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay. So the train scene, that was like the passing of the torch moment, so to speak. A little bit of hilarity there, with her talking about one thing and him talking about something completely fucking different. And then when she gets on his same page, he just switches it up back to what they were originally talking about. But that was like the passing of the torch moment when he was like, "You're not wrong. You're call yourself one of the world's greatest archers." That was like, I gotta imagine how she felt. She probably felt like Spider-Man when Tony was like, "You're an Avenger now."
Right.
Like, she probably had that feeling like, "Oh shit!" Like, so that was good. And then in the apartment was a sad scene. This is when I guess she finally realized just how limited he is and how fucked up he is when he couldn't even hear his own son talk or couldn't even talk to his own son.
I felt bad for him.
I felt bad for him.
And she realized he was a family man, like a real
and she realized man. I'm taking this dude away from his kids and for this crazy pursuit. But
she also checked him about his honor too. Like, how you gonna say you're not honorable and I can't look up to you when you're here right now?
Yeah.
Leaving your family to save me and you don't even know me from a can of paint or what I did. Yeah, that was real.
All right, Ant, what's up in there, bro, about the train and the apartment scene? What do you think about that?
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of, we just had a little group discussion, but so I just agree with everything we was just talking about, kind of.
Why don't you go over to the diner scene then? Keep talking about that. with him and her.
That was funny too.
Yeah, hold on. I'm trying to think what part was that.
When they were sitting at the diner and she's talking and blah 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 blah. He even father tried to
He
hit
had
on.
everything out.
Had a
Yeah,
smile on his face as he's enjoying the silence.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because that's a
yeah,
callback
he
to the
doesn't-
beginning of the
And
show
then-
when it was like, "Did she ever shut up?"
And then she drew his original suit and said that part.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she was
I
like,
didn't
"You should
realize
have
that
this
somebody had
with
his original
purple."
suit on at the LARPing.
Did
at the
she
LARPing
show
contest.
I just saw her drawing. Did she show it to him?
Yeah, she
Yeah.
showed.
Yeah,
they
she
had
showed
the
it to him. Yeah.
He was like, "What's the H for?"
How you
Yeah,
missing
he
all
was
this stuff, Chris? What are you watching?
No, I watched it again this morning. I watched it twice the day it came out.
Yeah, she put the H.
I
on
still
his
gotta
forehead.
I gotta hear Vincent D'Onofrio's laugh now, and now there's drawings that magically appeared and stuff.
Yo, I missed the laugh. I ain't gonna
I
lie.
shouldn't be on this
Yeah.
show. I'm missing
Cufflinks.
everything.
Yo, if you go back and watch it, it'll hit you just as hard, yo.
Yeah. Go ahead. I'm sorry. They cut you
Yeah.
off, bro.
No. I mean, the scene was cool.
Bro,
I think
this is
these
good.
are the scenes that's supposed to really connect them, right? So now you got she's the girl when it starts off, and he's just trying to help, save her, right, protect her because she got the suit. Then you see pretty much as the show goes on, now she realized that he gives her enough encouragement to know that she can kind of like help out, right? Because first she's like, "What am I supposed to do?" But then she want to help out, right? So this is finally when you're tying things up, I feel like in the show to say, we're almost on the same page now. Now you don't look at me as just some little girl you're protecting. And I also don't just look at you as like you're way above me. Now, kind of like what the passing of the torch kite thing you guys are saying. It's kind of like I feel like in the comedy of it, but the fact that she's drawing him a suit, like I feel like this is that Mary moment for me. You know, all this after that they get away and do all that stuff and get on a train. So for me, this is just that perfect you lining everything up to where
What's
it
that
needs
from?
to be.
That's from the LARPing scene in the second episode.
So
So one of the
yeah,
LARPers
somebody
was
did
dressed.
have it on. Yep,
One
they
of the
did have
LARPers
that.
was dressed as him,
I
as
missed
the same
that
costume
too.
she
Cool.
described.
You guys from a different universe and watching different versions of the show.
Chris?
No, it was like a blink and you miss it. Like when they were going through all the different people,
Yeah.
it was a blink and you miss it. You saw this guy fiddle fucking with 2 arrows. I didn't realize it the first time until I saw it on an article, and I had to go back and watch it myself.
On a Reddit article, probably. Chris?
No, it was just a regular one. It
Between
was not a
the
comic book. CBR had it.
between the train scene and the diner scene, did they stop at the place to get
Apartment.
his fixed?
Yeah, they did. Yep. They stopped in,
Yeah, I
with the
thought
old
that
lady.
text that he sent her was funny, and then she was like, "Up, block, delete it." And
Yep,
Yeah.
block and delete.
Yeah,
to be what was it? You
Hawkeye instead of Hawk ear.
Hawk ear. Yeah. Everything they said, I agree with too. I mean, there wasn't anything that I picked out that was like awesome or anything. It was just kind of filler there for a minute, and then we get.
I don't think it was filler. I think it was good to keep their.
I mean, that was the funniest moment at the diner when he was like enjoying the peace and quiet and put his ear thing back in. It was like, "Coffee, please."
Well, I also think kind of a student teacher moment where he's trying to explain to her because she's all about this branding stuff and be out there. And he's like, "Yo, I don't be out there because it's my job to be stealth.
Right.
Like I don't want to be
To
seen."
be a ghost,
Showing
right?
His experience to her, they're totally different, but the same in a way. They're doing really good with their chemistry.
Yeah,
And just to think about the Brandon and seeing him with that outfit, I really think he's not going to die now.
So do you think we'll see him at the final episode in like a suit she designed or something?
Something like that, because she got the money for it, or she's going to be able to.
Because he never was in any of the Marvel movies with his actual suit from the comics, right?
Right. That's
Never.
what I'm
It
trying to
looks too
say.
goofy.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it would be too goofy for that.
And they ain't do all the crazy arrows in all the movies either for his adventure action.
Right.
So I feel like they still owe us certain bits and pieces that I'm pretty sure they're going to give us.
Okay. That's
Cool.
good there. And going back, I like you guys said that heartfelt scene inside the apartment with the son. I thought that was
that was good.
That was really, really good in the show. I think it shows more of kind of what Anthony said about the fact that he just wants to retire, be with his family right now.
Yeah.
And he's lived a life. He lost his best friend. He lost certain Avengers already. He's been through so much. He's like, I just want to retire, and be with my family. So I feel like it's pretty dope for him.
He's had it rough, man.
And then
He's
moving
setting up
forward,
his own death. I mean, he's seriously. It was like a soliloquy for himself. He's like he's telling
I hope he
everybody
doesn't
like,
die.
no, I'm
He's
not
not-
this role
he's not
model. Especially when he
dying.
tells her I'm not a role model. He tells her he's not a role model because of all the shit he did as Ronin.
And she broke down why he's a role model, though.
Right.
Yeah, but that's the thing. If he would have told her, "Hey, by the way, I murdered like 350 criminal syndicate members," that
And
might
you
change her
also
eyes.
and
It
you
might change her
also
thoughts
help
on that.
bring back and save damn near
Half
half
the
the
universe.
universe.
This is like Jeffrey
Right.
Dahmer being like, "Yo, I cured cancer while I was in jail. You should let me out."
You're like,
Hey, shit! If he did, yeah.
Fuck
what?
out of here, bro. You serious?
no, but that's still
One
different.
does,
Cancer?
yo, blood don't wash away blood. Like,
Yeah, but hold
Cancer.
up. Remember, you got a lot of red in that ledger. But look, here's the
Right.
thing. He was killing bad guys though.
Right.
oh,
Let's
that
be
makes
clear.
it okay.
It does.
Okay, that makes
Listen,
it
I
all
say
right.
this: imagine he didn't kill a certain bad guy.
There's a
let him
reason
go,
why
and
the
they-
Punisher.
Hold
There's a
up,
reason why the
Dave.
police hunt the Punisher in the comics. They
Listen,
don't work with him.
imagine if he didn't kill a certain bad guy, and that bad guy just happened to that night break in and kill your family. I bet you have been hoping to
Right.
kill that bad guy.
Imagine the
Right.
Punisher. Imagine the Punisher being in court saying, "But Judge, I only killed bad guys."
No, you heard what the Punisher said. I'm the Punisher.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right in
All right.
court.
So,
Another great
So-
series.
Yeah,
I mean-
that's great.
basically, I think the message I'm trying to convey is that, like, true heroes always try to find a way, and it's not my version of a true hero. I love the Punisher's methods, honestly, but most true heroes try to find a way not to kill and not to take lives, and Ronan
Like
just
Batman.
gave the fuck up on that and was like, "Fuck that, kill everybody."
I'm about to say because Iron Man
Basically,
definitely caught bodies.
half the criminals in the world got vape. He was just gonna kill the other half.
Well, so here's the thing: the same thing happened to Punisher. They killed the Punisher's family, so that broke him, and the snap made Hawkeye family get.
But
for all we knew,
the police are
Which
still
broke
looking for
him,
him.
yeah.
The police know this, and they're still looking for him to arrest his ass because it
He
doesn't
already
make
did his
murder
time.
legal.
He was in the
If
raft.
you lose
He
your
did his
family, it
time.
don't make murder legal. So
Okay.
All right.
Well,
That's-
I don't think. Okay, but so we're gonna see. I mean, we got 3 episodes.
like,
left
hold
to
on,
see
let me
if
ask you
got-
one more question. You think Kate is lining up to kill people? You think Kate wants to be like Ronan, or Kate wants to be like the Hawkeye she saw fighting off aliens?
yeah, the Hawkeye she saw.
I
Thank
think,
you.
yeah. I
So
think
that
she
ain't
ain't trying to
saying-
be
that
the
ain't saying
Ronan
much.
version. He can't.
He's
That's why
her
he hasn't
hero,
told her
right?
I'm Ronan yet. She still don't know that Hawkeye.
But you
was Ronan.
can't say she's
She
not
does
trying
know.
to be.
No. She does know. If you watch,
She
it,
does
she
not
said-
know.
Yeah.
She does
in
not
the
know.
cab, in the cab, she was like, "Yo, I think I know who." What she said? What she say? I think you know more about who Ronan is. Something like
Yep. Yep. She
Nah, I
said
don't
Yeah,
that.
you know who
No,
he
I
is,
don't
but she
think she
doesn't.
knows.
She doesn't
Yeah, I
think
don't
it's
think
him
she
because she
Yeah,
would have said
I don't
something
think-
inside the place when he was like,
Yeah.
"No, Ronan's dead. Ronan's this. Ronan's that."
Yeah,
He never told her that he's Ronan. Not anytime in the
she don't
show.
know.
I think
You
she figured
should.
it out. I think she figured it
So-
out. I'm sorry.
I don't think she did.
Really? Okay. All right. That's all
Yeah.
other thing. So and then moving on. Speaking of after that, we do go to her house, her house, her parents, or her mom, stuff like that. And she's looking for stuff in the Bishop security where her mom, runs. She gets blocked, and we end the show with him walking through the house and
Swordsman.
the swordsman or Jack Duquesne right now, and with the sword to his neck. So what do y'all thinking? What do y'all think about that last scene and what's going to happen next?
Was that the Ronin sword too?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was. Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Want
So
me
how
to
about?
start?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, Dave. Yeah.
Yeah. So I scoured that. Computer screen because anytime Marvel shows something, it's for a reason. I couldn't find anything on it. I even had to Google a couple of the names just to see if my memory was slipping. Couldn't find
None of
anything
it was
on it.
like the comic from 1962 with. No, I'm kidding.
So, but yeah, then he says, oh yeah, that company has something to do with whatever. You don't want to mess with the person who's whatever in charge of the tracksuits. I like the scene. I hated how it ended. With him just standing there like bang, because I don't know how the fuck they're gonna get out of that now. Basically, I
But
know
where'd you hear
Hawkeye.
the laugh at? That's what I meant to ask you guys.
Oh, right in the beginning, where Myers at the karate contest.
Yeah, you see
And
a
he
hand
says,
like touch
"Uncle will
the
take you
cheek.
home."
He picks
Oh,
her
cheeks up.
Supposedly
comes
there's
up and pinches the
cufflinks
cheeks.
and laugh sounds
yeah,
like
I seen the suit, the
D'Onofrio.
black
I have to
suit.
go back
No,
and
it doesn't sound like it is him. It's him.
Oh, okay,
It's
I'm
him,
sorry.
Chris.
Sorry. Don't kill me.
Mike, it was him?
It's definitely cufflinks there. I think it's him. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
right after this, I'm going to look. So
Go ahead.
I'll let you guys know on WhatsApp after the show.
But yeah, man, I kind of hate the cliffhanger ending because that right there makes you want to see more immediately. Like, I wish they just gave us all
That's
six.
the
That's kind of the
point.
point, though,
What?
right?
That's the point, bro.
They know I'm gonna watch it anyway. They could have not ended it that way. I still would have watched the shit.
And before
know?
you,
No,
and Dave,
you just-
before you
You
say
just don't
Kate,
want that to happen at the end of episode 6.
Yeah.
You don't
And
know
before
if
you
it's
say
gonna
Kate
go
don't want to
Hawkeye
be
2
like
yet.
Ronin, didn't she just try to stab somebody in the face?
Yeah.
And if he
No,
didn't
she
No,
parry,
wasn't trying to kill. That's
She
a
did that.
fencing sword, bro.
if he didn't parry,
No.
She
She
had a
only did
gut
that to
feeling. She
save-
knew she wasn't really trying to
Right.
murder him.
Right.
She ain't go to
Yeah.
dinner that night saying, "I'm gonna stab this motherfucker through the face."
Yeah.
Might
No,
as well
she
have.
had a feeling that he was way better than what he was, and she just wanted to prove
Yeah.
it. So,
Yeah.
But what if he
I agree.
wasn't?
But that
why
didn't
didn't she
happen.
kill nobody? Why didn't she kill nobody in the place? In the
Nah,
wine
you
room.
right.
Well, you
You
can't
right.
kill anybody
Thank you.
with practice.
She had a
fencing
broken
swords
bottle. She
anyway,
just started
so.
stabbing motherfuckers with that shit. But
Yeah, right.
you know, she don't want to kill nobody. She's the young, clean, wannabe hero, and Hawkeye's not anymore. He's not that clean hero anymore. He got mad, as Ant said, mad red in that legend.
Yeah, man.
So yeah, he's got to pay for that. The rules of Disney say that if you fuck up and you kill people, you got to die. Hence, Black Widow. That's why Black Widow had to get thrown off the fucking cliff because she had read her legend too.
So let me jump in there, man.
Go ahead.
I think it's a cool scene. I mean, just to end it. I mean, the scene I didn't really care. So the thing is for me is what are we gonna get out of her going through the computer, right? But in the end, she didn't find anything. But again, they gave us the cliffhanger that Dave doesn't like. But I thought it was cool because now I know when the next episode start. All right, this thing gonna start with some fire because first of all, is Hawkeye just gonna stand there? Well, no. First of all, when he realizes it's the sword, it's gonna be on.
He gonna beat this dude ass.
It's
He gonna beat this
be
dude ass and take his
on.
sword back.
But Duke can fight too, though. Apparently, so
Yeah,
and
but
he has
I
the
don't know.
sword.
I don't know if
So-
he can Hawkeye
so-
fight.
Yeah,
So-
I don't know how this is going to go down from here. That's
Yeah.
I
So
love this
long
much.
story short, the build up to the end was really good for me because that's a really good cliffhanger. Like you could have had a cliffhanger, like oh, what do we do next? Oh no, credits, right? But no, this was sword to the neck and it ends. But so it ending that way was probably my favorite ending of all the episodes so far because it's definitely gonna make me say, oh, I can't wait. So
Agreed.
I throw that in there.
Yep.
Okay, who would go? Chris, what do you think about that last scene, that cliffhanger, bro?
There really wasn't much to it other than I wasn't sure if that just the way the angle of the sword was, I couldn't tell if that was the Ronin sword. I didn't see the holes through the top or whatever.
Mm-hmm. No, it was.
Yeah, I'm sure it was.
The Ronin
Yeah,
sword. Yeah, it was. I saw
Go
it.
back and look and see it. They got the holes in it, Chris.
My one question was when she was going through the computer, right? She had access, and then suddenly she didn't. Who took that away from her?
Probably her mother. Her mother cut it off.
Right. So
Most
somebody
likely.
was always in the building when they got there.
Or it might be firewall set up on her already.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Well, she had full access at one point, and then all of a sudden it was like you're disconnected.
Right, but then it's
Well,
like
when she
another
looked into
firewall
that particular file, no, when she went into that particular file, they booted her out.
That's what I'm wondering. Yeah. Okay.
So she might have her mother had protections on that file that if anybody tried to
Right.
open it,
Right,
shut
right.
it down.
Yeah, Cliffhanger was great, man, and well, I'll explain more when we talk about how we thought about the whole episode.
All right. I thought it was good too. I thought, Bishop Security. I want to find out more about them a little bit. So
Yeah.
maybe think about them a little much more. And Hawkeye actually hearing something to make him go through it in the house and let you know that, like, even without the hearing aid, or he had it at that point, but
Right, it looked like he sensed it. Yeah.
he just sensed someone was there. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
He couldn't
my
sense
thing
it. He's
is,
just a regular human.
Yeah,
My
but he's
thing
doing
is-
what Echo told him to do.
my thing is, I wonder, because again, he's trying to say he's not Ronin. So I wonder, will he even try to fight him to get the sword back, or he like pretend like
Nah, he's gonna want that sword, bro.
He's
'Cause
taking that sword.
It's the same way he wanted that the suit. He wasn't leaving without that suit. That's the whole reason why this whole thing is there. He would have just let the suit burn up then. Oh well, but yeah, he's gonna see that sword and he's gonna be like, he's gonna try to take it from him.
Yeah, I think so too.
We'll see. The thing is, too, they're mad of the swords inside that house, so they can definitely have a sword fight. So
Oh
we'll see.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, of course, that's a
That
given.
place getting tore up.
What happened?
That house
place
getting tore up. Right.
Yeah. So we're gonna see how that goes. But yeah, I'm interested in seeing what happens next. E, we think about that last little scene then.
Oh man, I'm ready for it. Once he walked into the sword blade and it cut off, I was like, "Yep, they're gonna be scrapping." and he's gonna really show off that he's the swordman.
Right. All right. Well, let's go ahead and the episode has ended now, and of course, there's no post-credit scenes yet for the series. Let's go ahead and rate it. 1 through 10 will be given. Any other thoughts about it, Chris? You were gonna say something anyways? Go ahead, bro.
Yeah. Like I said at the beginning of the first episode we did on this, that I wasn't really a Hawkeye fan, and that I wasn't really hyped to get into it. Man, has this show turned it around. I love it. I got a new respect for Hawkeye.
Yep.
I can't wait to see more of what Disney Plus does with all the other stuff coming down the pipe. So, rank it now too. This episode.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm giving it a 8.5 out of 10 on this one. So I went from 7 to 8 to 8.5 now on the third one. It's heating up.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. E, what do you think, bro?
I'm giving it an 8 because it's definitely there. I need a little bit more for myself, but an 8 most definitely.
All right. And
I feel like this episode probably gave me everything, right? I had the two big action scenes. I had the coming together moment. I had comedy. I mean, this episode hit it on the head, man. As far for this show, I think this was the best episode. So,
yep.
I don't like to do halves, but I don't know if I want to give it a 9. Well, for this show, you know what? I'll give it 8.5 and go with the half.
All right. Dave?
I'm going to give this a 9.42768. Nah, 9.5.
Wow, cool.
Yeah, 9.
Nice.
Bro. All the action I wanted. Again, it started right from the beginning. And it was pretty much action almost all the way through until you got to the sleuthing part. That's where it loses a half a point. But we got to see some major, huh?
Where?
Yeah, because it slowed down. The sleuthing part, where they were sitting in the diner and they're walking around New York trying to figure out. Yeah. So after the action stopped, that's why I'm gonna take off that half point. Otherwise, it would have been a perfect 10. Everything I would have expected from a Marvel production, straight up. Plus, you got to see major developments moving. We got to see the Kingpin. We're here, the Kingpin. We get to see him. Maybe, man. Shut up with that. It's him. So
I agree. What I'm saying right now.
Yeah, it's him. So we got to hear the Kingpin. Yeah, I mean, it was dope. The episode was hot all the way beginning to end, except for, I just have a personal thing against cliffhangers. That's all. Okay. Especially cliffhangers like that. When the show was moving so good, they could have made the show longer and at least show them the fight scene and then be like, what the fuck are you doing, cliffhanger? So, but yeah, 9.5, solid.
Okay. I'm gonna go with the I'm gonna go with a 9. It was really, really, really good action, good comedy throughout. It was solid. Every moment was good for me. My only problem with the length, I told you, it wasn't the cliffhanger itself. It was just the length of the show. I like it could be a little bit longer. So I'm gonna go with the only
one that was in the 30s.
Yeah,
everything else has been in the 40s.
Yeah. And
I didn't even notice it. It was so good, I just.
Yeah, I didn't notice it was only 40-something minutes. I mean, 30-something minutes. I thought it was.
Yeah,
it was like 37
so
minutes.
Much happened.
Like that.
So much happened in one episode. That's pretty amazing that they put so much in the one episode.
Because it was action almost nonstop. It was action almost
nonstop.
It didn't
feel forced. It was well paced. It was like Ant said, it hit in all the good places.
Yeah,
it reminds me of like the Mandalorian sometimes. We were a little short, but was still like jam packed a little bit. So I know, right, Chris? Can't wait. Boba Fett. We doing those reviews or whatever on this channel.
December 29th, baby.
Yeah. I don't know if any of you guys watched the Star Wars stuff, but
Oh, I watched Mando. Yeah, I watched Mandalorian. Yeah.
Okay.
That's actually the only Star Wars show I watched because my boy begged me to. He's like, just watch it. It is pretty.
Will you watch the Book of Boba Fett coming out?
No.
Yeah, I'm watching that.
Yeah, it took me a while.
You're not watching that?
Man,
who's not watching it?
I'm not watching it.
Dave.
What?
Man, I've never really been a big Star Wars fan. Not that I hate Star Wars. Because when I saw it, I was real little. When I first saw Star Wars, I was real little.
I'm watching that.
And I wasn't old enough to appreciate it. Now, I understand they make great movies and shit like that, but it's too much. It's too much out there for me to catch up on. And I really just want to vote.
The last Star Wars movie was terrible, though. And
if you want to trick me into watching Star Wars movies, put a Marvel Studios logo on.
All right, hold on, Dave. So me, E, and Chris, we can all review the Boba Fett show then on the same channel. So that's
awesome.
Cool. All right. So anyway, let's end the Hawkeye, man. I want to thank any people for watching. We'll be back Next
your
week,
rating, Mike? Mike,
Huh?
what's your rating? What's your rating?
I give it 9 even.
9.
Wow.
Yeah, even 9 even. It was good episode for me. So just too short. The good thing I like about Hawkeye though, like for us doing the reviews on Sunday, is it'll be right back on Wednesday or Tuesday next
Yeah.
Wednesday. So
Yeah.
it's like comes right back for us. So I kind of like that a little bit. But next week, just kind of a tease, we're gonna do a Spider-Man preview show. We're gonna have a huge debate on who was the best Spider-Man and what was the best Spider-Man movies. And me and you talked to Stadia Pro about the referee thing or no?
No, I forgot.
Yeah, we're gonna
All
need a ref. We're gonna need a ref, bro.
Nah, trust me.
So
I got somebody who would ref.
Yeah.
And
Thank you. That's been my opinion.
We're gonna wait. You loading up a biased ref? You loading up a biased ref on us?
No, but it's just a set piece, everything. Trust me.
Yeah, everything. Yeah. So we're trying to get a whole referee situation going on. We're gonna have like a whole like a very organized formatted debate, not where Dave just goes off for 25 minutes.
That sounds fun.
Everybody gets their own time, Dave. We're gonna be done with that. So
I don't know how much I could be helpful with that show, man. But I mean, I'm Tom Holland, and that's it. Moby in a fire.
Do you have the misfortune of seeing Spider-Man 2 and Spider-Man 3?
See, you're not helpful at all, Chris.
I didn't watch any of the Andrew Garfield ones.
Oh, you're
not the Andrew Garfield ones. Really, the Tobey Maguire ones is what we're really.
Really,
I just like the first one. The rest.
I like
trash.
the first Andrew Garfield one.
You said what? You like the first one? The rest is trash.
Shouldn't we be talking about this on the
next
show?
week?
I don't even like
next week.
You can help, Chris. You can join. Chris can contribute.
The bad.
I'm not supposed to give out stuff for free, guys. This is all called content. We do it on the show. Don't give it away for free, man.
Do it for the content. But anyway, let's wrap up this show. But we'll talk about this after this. Thank you guys for watching Climax, Brock, Mr. Urban World. Who am I missing? Anybody else on here watch? Or whatever. I guess that was it. And we'll be back next. Killer Cam also. Thank you guys again. We'll be back next week for the Spider-Man debate show. After that, we got actual Spider-Man movie coming out, which we'll have a huge review on that at some point, and also a spoiler-free review the night that Sunday. So a lot coming on this channel. Of course, look for me on Tuesday for Beyond the Trenches. Dave was on Half Court Trap this week as a special guest, so you can go back and watch that.
And I may be on Beyond the Trenches if the Bills win on Monday night. So
we're gonna see. Anyway, for the show, Comic Cinema Crew, we'll see you guys next week.
Later.
All right. Later.
Peace, fellas.